YouTube, what up? Top of the morning, you already know, Brandon. On I-95, okay. I'm out your way. Wait for it for you guys to get up in here. Trying to get that money, man. It's Friday, so you already know. I'm gonna try to give y'all 2 lives. One this morning and one this evening. We'll go live again later on this evening. It's been a while. So we'll give it about 3 more minutes. Where y'all checking in at? Some of y'all ain't built for the morning, man. I get it. You got some morning people and you got some night people. It is what it is. For me, I gotta get the day over with. You're going home today, you got your 15,000. Okay. Haminori Chan, what's going on, man? Shout out to all the new subs, man. I know I've been getting a lot of subs lately. I haven't been live, I don't know, it was a week and a half ago, a week or something like that. Shout out to all the new subs. Shout out to everybody commenting. Shout out to everybody reaching out to me. If you got my phone number, reaching out to me. Make sure I'm all right. Yeah, everything good, man. What's up, po boy? Iowa head to Oregon. Okay, that's a long stretch, man. Ain't been out there in a minute. Hope you got a lot of money going out there. How the weather out there? What's up, JR's Life? New sub. Okay, appreciate you subbing, man. But like I said, I'm getting a lot of subs. My sub count going up. We almost at 3,000 subs. That's major. Thinking about 50 subs away or something like that from 3,000. So that's what's up, man. We coming up. Hit the like button when y'all come in, and much appreciated. But anyways, I'm gonna go ahead and dive on in. You know, I don't wanna be on here all day long because I'm at my normal spot. You know, so you know how that goes. But y'all saw I was up there in Maryland yesterday, man. Dude blowing my phone up, man, trying to, you know, I guess he was a last minute guy, man, and I said, you know, I was like, man, I'm gonna go ahead and run the load, you know, and you know, get the extra money. But I think the last video, I think it was the last video I dropped. We closing in on me getting off the truck. Today will probably be the last day. For right now, I gotta see how things play out a little bit. Make sure I'm not overstepping. But today will probably be the last day, and we're going in on the brokerage, all the way in. Now I have been playing with the brokerage a couple times a week, a couple times throughout the week, doing what I can. There was some days last week and this week where I took off, you know, just to play with the brokerage a little bit. Well, actually a lot. But we'll start off with the trucking company. Trucking company, all drivers are in place. We got one more driver coming on board. Well, one more driver that's locked in, ready to come on board. Then I need to go ahead and put it out there. I am bringing on one additional driver, but you must have your truck and a trailer. I do not have, for right now, I do not have any more trailers until one of the drivers is ready to purchase a trailer, and I'll get that trailer back. But if you do have a truck and a trailer and you live in Virginia, I say that again, you must live in Virginia. You must have 2 years experience, and your LLC must be set up in Virginia for you to come on board, or LLC or incorporation, whatever you got incorporated. You must have an EIN number and a business bank account. I can the email you can reach me at, if you're interested, is drive. Let me put it on. Where's my phone at? You're interested to come on board, drive for at Cool Breeze, Harlan.com. If you have that truck and trailer, you live in Virginia, hit that email, and we will discuss and see where you at. So everything's going good with the trucking company. Like I said, drivers on board. I'm just getting the flow of more drivers, weekly pay, invoicing, rate confirmation, BOLs, all the fun stuff, if you will. Doing all the paperwork, back office, and we just keeping it. We just trying to stay up on it, Now, the brokerage, the good part, the brokerage. I actually do got I got 2 shippers locked in already. I'm working on one, which shipper wants me to quote them for. Which is what was that? That was a reefer load. Yeah, that was an LTL reefer load. So we getting that quote we getting that quote done. We putting the drivers in place. We ready to get the information, put the drivers in place to run them loads, and then I'll broker out the rest of them. We got the DAT board. The DAT board on the brokerage side is totally different. I might have to do a live on the DAT board for the brokerage side. I just got to figure out how to do the screen share. But y'all will be surprised on the brokerage side, the DAT board, and how they operate, and all these tools they got. But the agent I have, she's ready to. Well, she's on board, but she's making that transition from a 9 to 5 to a running her own business. So she's in that little mix right there. I'm helping her out, training her up still. She actually did a training course already. So I'm just kind of coaching her up a little bit, getting her a little information as far as the transportation side and what I know. Like I said, I don't know everything on the brokerage side. I'm still learning myself, but I do have enough information for me to move forward on a lot of things. So we getting that done. Everything's good on that end. She doesn't have a shipper just quite yet, but I'm sure she will get one soon. And what helped me out a lot with getting these shippers was the fact that I have a trucking company. A lot of shippers bid on that. Um, so that's a jewel for you guys that's interested in becoming a brokerage. If you do have a trucking company, I would suggest you uh, have a trucking company and then make the move on a brokerage. Not to say that you can't just go get a brokerage. Um, you can do that as well, but it does help to have a trucking company because now you have leverage, um, or you have an edge on most brokers or newly brokers. We coming in on the produce. Produce is ready to start booming. Rates is ready about to be, well, rates is good right now, but rates is ready to really shoot through the roof in the next couple of weeks, which is a plus. I came in at the right time. Like I said, everything is timing. You got to do things at the right time. Uh, so that's I'm looking forward to that. Actually, next week will be my first week actually going hard because I actually got a shipper while I was on the truck. Um, I was just chilling at the dock and I was making phone calls, and that's how I got that one shipper. But I want to see myself actually doing. I can only imagine what I'm gonna do for a whole week, just being on the phone making cold calls. Um, yeah, I'm excited about that, so I can't wait for next week, and I'll kind of update y'all on that too. As far as bringing on more agents, I won't bring on no more agents until I start generating money. So bringing on agents takes time away from me. I got to train them, get them up to speed on how I run everything. So that's gonna take a little time. Um, I said 60 days, but it might stretch out further than that. It might be 90 days. Um, but we'll see. We'll take it step by step. Like I said, I'm not in no rush, and then it's gonna happen when it happens. So that's going good. We do got the website. Website's being worked on for the brokerage. Uh, I do have a website on my trucking side. Um, y'all can check out. It needs to be updated though, so I won't even put that out there. But I do have a brokerage website coming up real soon. It's being worked on. Should be ready probably by next week sometime. So that's a plus. Let me see what else we got. Uh, the brokerage. Those you guys that live in Virginia looking for freight, what we do is we're doing refrigerated freight. That's our number one goal. Refrigerated freight and box truck freight. I'm gonna play with the drive-in just a little bit. I'm not gonna get too heavily involved with it. I know I saw somebody comment, do I have drive-in freight? Or left a message on one of my videos. I'm not really trying to get too involved in the drive-in 53 foot, but I will dabble in it just a little bit. But the main freight that I'm dealing with is refrigerated and box truck. That's what we doing. Something that popped up was refrigerated straight truck too, but I'm gonna look into that one. Let me see what else we got going on, man. We got a lot of big things going on, man. I'm actually getting some merchandise made for the brokerage. We're gonna get that going. We already got the business cards. We getting the merchandise going and all that. And we buckling up, man. This about, like I said, this is a new business, a new journey for me. So we ready to get it going. Some of you guys that called me on the phone, y'all already know the deal. Y'all know what's going on, and we're gonna network. And some of you guys that live in Virginia, I'm working on outbound freight. Not to say I'm not gonna work on any other freight, but it starts at home. You see what I'm saying? Everything starts at home. That's how you build. That's how you grow. My trucking company's gonna grow. Eventually, well, it's gonna grow. It's gonna grow pretty quickly. But I don't want it to get that big. What else we got going on? I am going to an auction, which I am going to be doing an auction video again. I am going to the auction the next 2-3 months. I gotta find one that I want to go to. The plan is to go in and get a reefer trailer, another reefer trailer, and a box truck. Now, there's a possibility I might get 2 reefer trailers if it works out how I wanted to work out. I got to get it for the right price though. But the goal is 1 reefer trailer, 1 box truck trailer, and I'm gonna go with that. But hopefully I can get 2 reefers. We'll see. Right now it's kind of taxed with the trailer, so I'm not really messing with it. So I say about 2-3 months we'll look into it again. But that's pretty much the goals right now. What we got going on. I've been busy, man. It's busy because it's hard running a brokerage and a trucking company and I got drivers, so I got to do all the back office for the brokerage, and I got an agent too. All the back office for the brokerage, all the back office for the trucking company, and pay. Make sure I'm staying on top of the drivers, making sure they're doing what they're supposed to be doing, and paying them. Invoice. I'm doing all. I got an invoice. Make sure they're all compliant. Field cards. Make sure I'm on top of my field, all my field and stuff like that, and factoring. I said factoring. I said invoicing already. Make sure they're getting their settlements weekly, and pretty much taking care of. Make sure all the bills is paid, as far as the business side, the trucking company. And I just opened up a whole nother can of worms with the brokerage. So that's gonna be another thing, because I gotta pay carriers. I gotta pay carriers, and I gotta make sure I'm getting paid from the shippers. So I got my hands full on that. I do got a carrier packet in place for carriers. I do got a carrier packet in place for shippers. Right now, for the carrier side, I'm doing. I have to do right now quick pay until I build my credit up on my broker side. So we're doing quick pay at 2.99%, and you get paid in 2 days. That's what we got going on right now. You wouldn't have any problem getting paid from me. But 2 days, you get paid in 2 days at 2.99%, which is I believe is fair from what I've been seeing out here. With the whole quick pay in 7 days and the 14 days and the 5 days, and which is crazy. But we'll do quick pay at we'll start at 2.99% on 2 days. I believe that's pretty much fair until I build my credit up, and I can get credit with some of you guys' factoring companies. Not to say I can't. I'm always try, get set up with the factoring company, but I know I'm gonna get a lot of factoring companies not going to deal with me with being a new brokerage, so I have to do quick pay first. And I got EFS account, so I am eligible, or I can like do 50% up front, and on when I get the BOLs, I can get the other rest of the money. To make some of your carriers feel more comfortable, I guess, if you will. But yeah, that's pretty much what we got going with the trucking company, and pretty much with the brokerage. It's got a lot of big things coming up. If y'all got any questions, let me read off some of you guys' questions. Let's see what you're talking about. What up, T Hill? What up, T Hill? Your voice low. Cold in Iowa, Chicago to Emerson, Oregon, 1,800 miles, 7,200, decent rate. Yeah, that's good money. What up, J True Trucker? Congrats on the brokerage play, power move. Facts, appreciate it, man. Will I ever have power only refrigerated freight available, or what's good? What's good? I haven't really looked in power only yet. Like I said, I don't want to be all over the place with this. I'm gonna start with what I know. Not to say that it's something to look into the future though, but I haven't dived into power only. Clay McCollin, what's going on? Good insight on how these parts move. At this point, how many administrative assistants help or at what point do you suggest hiring? As far as what, Clay? You asking me how many administrative assistants help me, or and then you say, or at what point do you suggest hiring? Hiring what? You gotta explain that one a little bit better. Paperwork stuff. As far as the trucking side, it is gonna get a point where I'm gonna have to hire somebody. I just don't wanna. I don't want to get in. I just hate some of these people, man. It's just they. I know what they're doing. It's like hiring a dispatch service. They think they can charge this ridiculous amount of money, to do the same thing I'm doing. And I just don't feel like some of them prices be ridiculous, like 10%. I feel like I'm not paying the dispatching service 10%. Like, that's just ridiculous. Like, you're not about to make all this money and you ain't got, all you got is an LLC, and you can do, and pretty much I can do the same thing you doing. That's why there's a draw line with that dispatching service. But there's gonna be a point where I'm gonna have to hire somebody, and it might be family, to be honest, because I haven't seen nobody with a reasonable price. You're not about to be making all this extra side money, and all you're doing is dispatching and back office work. Like, that's not, you ain't doing that. But I got to look into it. As far as the brokerage side, I'll probably be doing that for a while until it gets out of control. Where it shouldn't be getting out of control until, once you start hiring agents and stuff like that, then it's gonna get kind of crazy. But I'll probably do the paperwork myself for the brokerage side for a while until I've got it to a point where it's simplified, where I can break it down to somebody how I wanted to do it. But yeah, that answers your question, Clay. Fidel Trucking, what's going on? TL, can brokers see your truck post on the DAT even when you unpost your truck? Can brokers see your truck post on the DAT? Yeah. On the broker side, you can see when trucks posted, and then it shows how long it was posted. But as far as unposting, no, they can't see when it's unposted. I don't think so. But I do remember seeing when you post a truck, when the truck driver posts a truck, it shows how long the truck was posted. But they're trucking, congrats on the brokerage play, good things happen to good people, motivation. Yeah, man, I just want to show y'all guys, man, you don't have to be out here trying to build everybody. So we're gonna talk about that on the live this evening, because I got to get my red cup for this one. I got to get my red cup for this one, man. There's a lot of tomfoolery going on, but I don't got time right now. I'm still kind of waking up a little bit, man, because yesterday was crazy. But we gonna dive in on that subject this evening for sure. But let me see. Real J Rock. Can I start my authority and let it age without having insurance? Oh no, you can't do that. There's a way where you have to pay for the insurance. Yeah, you can't do that. But we definitely gonna talk about this evening about this whole fleet thing and owners and bossing and all this crazy stuff. Being a boss, we definitely gonna dive in that topic this evening. Um, that's gonna be a whole nother video. I probably go live again around like 7, 8, probably like 7 this evening Eastern time. But what I was ready to say, man, I lost train of thought. Uh, but yeah, like I was saying, yeah, you don't need, yeah. A lot of people don't understand brokers, and I'm gonna just be totally honest. Brokers make more money than truck drivers. Um, that's just what it is. That's just what it is, man. It's less overhead. Yeah, you got to add the proper insurance, but most of them insurance is yearly. But there are sometimes with like the surety bond, they give you the option to pay monthly or quarterly or yearly. I just went ahead and paid them yearly. I'm looking into getting the contingent cargo added on my insurance policy, um, which contingent cargo is it protects anything missing that the carrier doesn't cover, if you understand what I'm saying. So it's kind of like an extra protection, but it's good to have. Uh, I'm gonna add that one. That one's pretty. It's not expensive, but I mean, I guess it's probably expensive for a new broker coming into the game. But we definitely gonna add that to the insurance policy in next couple of weeks. But brokers make good money. Agents make good money. A lot of people so focus on YouTube channels in regards to trucking companies, trucking YouTube channels, but nobody looks at the brokerage channels. There's testimonies out here on brokers making agents making great money, making more money than owner operators. Facts. Um, there's people that live in different countries that never been to the U.S. Agents making more money than owner operators. So you got to think outside the box. Don't be so closed-minded. Um, this is not the only way to make money is trying to build a fleet of trucks, or trailers, or everybody's trying to be this boss. But like I said, we'll talk about that later on. I don't want to get into that, man, because we got a lot to talk about that, man. A lot of videos out here is misconstrued. Let me see. De'Aaron, you driving trying to manage a bro? No. This is actually, you must just came in. This is probably actually gonna be my last day on the truck. I'm getting off the truck. Just to clarify that, I'm definitely getting off the truck. I just got to make sure all my everything is set up correctly for me to do this. Today's probably gonna be my last day on the truck. I still haven't figured out what I'm gonna do with my truck yet. There's a possibility that I might lease my truck, but I might have to do some contract stuff, editing. There's gonna be a lot of things involved with that, and I'm probably gonna lease it and you'll have the what's the word? You'll probably have the option to purchase it. But like I said, I haven't worked out the details yet on that. We'll see how that. We'll see in the next couple of weeks how that's gonna play out. But like I said, that involves with all of a sudden everybody's trying to be off the truck. But like I said, that's a topic we'll talk about this evening. But yeah, it's very difficult to manage a brokerage and drive a truck. Now, if I was an agent, it might have been a little bit easier. But managing a brokerage and in my trucking company, very difficult. I'm not going to even lie to you about that. That's very difficult to do, especially my brokerage is agent based. So yeah, that ain't happening. That is not happening. I just got on the load board where I'm at. I just got on the load board where I'm at. What tips do you have on running it? Huh? You gotta post your truck, man. Some of you guys are not using that feature to post in your truck. I post my truck every single day. Uh, Especially coming out, you gotta start at home. Wherever your home is, you gotta start at home. Post your truck daily. These brokers gonna call you. You know, see what the hell? These brokers gonna call you and see what you got going on. You gotta post your truck. Don't just get on the load board and start, scrolling up, trying to figure out what's going on. But some of you guys are riding. There's no need for you guys to be riding across the whole globe. Some of you guys are looking at the number at the big number at the end of the week. You're looking at, you're looking at the big number at the end of the week. But you're doing 1,000,000 miles to get it. I can tell you I would tell you like this. Consistent money, I say it all the time, consistent money is always better than the here and there money. What do you mean by that? Consistent money, knowing what kind of money you making weekly, is always better than I'm gonna make $7,000 this week. The next week I'm gonna make $3,000 the following week. You want to be at a point where you're making, hey, 5,000. I'm making $5,000 a week, every single week. I'm just putting an example out there. $5,000 every single week. You want to get to that rotation, so how. This is how you start planning. This is how you start building. This is how you start executing. If you want to get equipment and stuff like that, knowing what kind of money you making weekly, instead of, I made a big check this week. Then the following week you made $3,000. Then the next following week you made $2,000. And then the next following week, you met back up to $7,000, $8,000, whatever the case may be. But that's hard to make moves like that. You can't. It's hard. It's very hard to make moves like that. That's why some of you guys are still stuck on the one truck, or the one truck operation. Some of you guys don't even have a trailer yet. These are the things you need to get. You don't need to be out here chasing trailers, chasing somebody else's trailer. You don't know where that trailer came from. Some of you guys proclaim that you're making X amount of dollars weekly. You had the same truck. Why haven't you got a trailer? What's going on? So that's what I'm saying, man. A lot of stuff ain't adding up with some of these guys out here, man. I'm not trying to knock nobody, but it's a lot of foolery going on. Some things just not adding up, and you can see it plain as day. But it is what it is. I'm just saying. I'm just calling what it is, man. It's crazy. Let me see. Up early on the live. Oh yeah, CW, you already know, man. Like I said, man, I'm a morning person, man. I like to do what I need to do and get out of here and go home. What's going on, Eats with Fifi? Facts. Yeah, man. If some of you guys are trying to build these fleets, trucks, whatever it's trucks, trailers, or whatever the case may be, man, you got to know what kind of money you're making weekly. You got to keep your overhead down. Put the money back into the business. You know what I'm saying? That's going to help you take it to the next level. We coming up on what is we coming? What's it? Today's day is the 26th. I'm coming up on 3 years in business. March 2nd will be my my anniversary year. So I tell y'all this, take the information that I put out here you don't have to follow it exactly how I did it, but take some of the information and put it into your business, and y'all should be good. Um, like I said, some of you guys want to grow doing the truck thing. I didn't go that route. Um, I don't want to deal with trucks. I don't want to deal with maintenance on the trucks. Um, you know, I'm in a position now where I can go to Penske and lease trucks if I want to. Not the opportunity hasn't come, so why do it? But like I was saying, I didn't want to get involved with the trucks, because the maintenance and all that stuff. You don't have to go out here and buy a brand new truck. Like HT said, and I know y'all can't wait for me to do the collab with HT. I gotta get in contact. I haven't gotten on the phone with him yet, but we'll do a collab together. Me and HT will do a collab together. A lot of y'all relate me to HT, and it is what it is. But we'll do a collab together. I gotta get in contact with him. But like HT said, man, he said something about emission trucks. Stay away from them. Like I said, I told y'all when I didn't even know anything about this trucks. I wasn't educated enough. But when I was going to dealerships, and then last time I've been to a dealership was 2 years ago. There's a video on it. I think I did like 4 parts of it. And I went to Rush Trucks or something like that? I think it was Rush Trucks. And the amount of people that was in those dealerships, in the lobby, in the truck lobby, had DEF-related issues. It was either DEF-related or electrical issues. And I would ask them, what year is your truck? Me, I got a 15 truck. Most of these guys was telling me, yeah, I got a 17 truck, I got an 18 truck, I got a 19 truck. They're all newer trucks. Sometimes it's better for y'all to ask questions just to see what's going on. Like, for instance, I'm gonna tell you another jewel. I call Penske 3-5 times, at least 3 to 5 times a year. Not to ask about purchasing or renting a truck. I call Penske to ask them, hey, who's buying what? Who's renting what? The most of. And they will tell me. And they'll be like, yeah. They might be like, Amazon's buying a whole bunch of trailers, drive-in trailers, and woo this, FedEx is doing this. That lets me know that Amazon is buying up all the trailers, FedEx, UPS, they're buying up all the trailers, and that's where everybody's going. That's why you will never see me at Amazon. Somebody asked me, why don't I remember somebody asking about, why don't I hire drivers and put them on Amazon? Why would I, this is my thing, why would I go from refrigerated to drive-in Amazon? Do you know, if I did that, if I put on trucks, just a truck and put them on Amazon, I would be taking a lot of money from you guys. I would need $500. Now, would you want me to take I wouldn't even do nobody like that. That's like, I already know what's going to happen if I took on trucks and put them on Amazon, how much they're going to really make. I would have to take at least $500 from you weekly, and I'm not even trying to do that. I'm not a dirty owner. You know what I'm saying? But that's what I would have to take, though. Y'all not gonna make enough money over there for me to do that. That's why I said this. It makes 0 sense for me to do that. If I got trailers, I'd rather put y'all on behind the trailers, and y'all can take home $4 to $5,500 a week. Take home that. Some of you guys ain't even doing that. And most of my drivers, like I said, they home like what, 3-4 times a week. Some of them like to run weekends. But if you don't know your numbers, then it's not gonna make sense to you. I'm staying clear away from Amazon. Y'all go ahead, go to Amazon if you want to. Do your thing. But I'm not going. I don't mess with Amazon. Some of y'all guys might feel different about that, opinion wise, or you making $1 million over Amazon. Okay, do your thing. But I don't have issue with I don't have no problems of getting trailers. I can go get a trailer wherever, but it's all about timing. I can go to dealership right now and go get a trailer. I can go to auction right now and go get a trailer. I can go to Penske right now and get a trailer. But it's all about timing for the right opportunity. I'm not out here trying to buy up trailers and they've got nothing to do with it. It got to make sense, But yeah, man, that was just a little analogy to, explain that. I know I got a little off topic about that. What up, Delvin Green? Y'all got any more questions? Let me see. This about to be it's about to be one of those days again. On a Friday. But yeah, man, y'all gotta pay attention what's going on out here, how the transportation is moving. If you're not paying attention what's going on out here, you might be going in the wrong direction. This year, between this year and last year, well, I'm gonna say from July last year all the way up to now, man, people have been buying up trailers like crazy. It usually is trucks. This year, like I said, from July last year, maybe earlier. No, I'm gonna say before that. It might have been like spring of last year till like now. People been buying up trailers crazy, unheard of. That's why I'm glad I did what I did, early on last year or in summer of last year. But you gotta pay attention to what's going on. That's why it's so hard for some of you guys to get trailers. They're so marked up right now. And I always tell people, some of you guys had no business in going into business because your credit, I speak heavily on credit. Your credit is shot. There's nothing wrong with being a company driver. There's nothing wrong. Y'all can't be ashamed of that or embarrassed of that. There's nothing wrong with being a company driver. Why put on all this risk if you can't afford it? You see what I'm saying? Everybody's trying to be this boss, and don't even know the definition of a boss. You know what I'm saying? I don't even want to get in this topic because I was going to say this for later. But some of you guys are confused or misled. But I'm going to say this, and I'm going to just leave it at that. But never be embarrassed about providing for your family or taking care of what you need to take care of. Hello? All right. Yeah. All right. Like I said, man, never be embarrassed if you making money. Provide for you. That's why I say salute to Trucker Red, man. For example, he ain't worried about being an owner operator. He's taking care of his family. It's okay to be. You just got to find the right situation, where you can take care of your, what you need to take care of, But don't get it twisted out here, man. I'm doing what I'm doing because, I actually been doing business in a sense without even knowing for a long period of time, even before trucking, But everybody's not meant to be a boss, This trucking stuff got some of you guys confused, There's some good local companies or good company driver positions that make decent, good money. Be back into this door right here. I got any questions, man, go ahead and drop them in the joint while I back into the door. But yes, it's good money to be an owner operator. Yes, it's cool to be your own boss and do what you want to do. But some of you guys are still doing the cut of a cut of a cut. Tell you one thing, man, these day cab guys, boy, they something else, man. You hear that noise? Damn, clutch almost time for a new clutch. But I'm gonna go ahead, let me go ahead and open these doors. Y'all hit the like button for your boy. Open these doors right quick, drop your questions, and I'll read them off in a second. You have owner operators leased on to you or company drivers, Mr. Parker the trucker. I got owner operators. If I lease my truck and trailer, will the info be on my website? No, it won't be on my website. You have to contact me. You have to contact me. You need a good credit in business to function well. That's facts. What load boards do I use? I got DAT. I don't use Internet Truck Stop. I still got Uber. I still got Convoy. I really don't use them. I started using Coyote's app a little bit more. Coyote started paying it well, and let me see. C.H. Robinson. Here go the joints right here. C.H. Robinson. I use them somewhat. Uber, Convoy, DAT. I don't use 123. I might delete that one. Coyote, and I don't use Truckload. Let me see. Bought a 2011 Freightliner Cascadia, 125, no def. 1904 with 650,000 miles in July. Just waiting to buy a trailer to get authority. Okay, Kerry Watts. Oh, you bought it? Okay, you bought it for 1904. Okay, that's a good deal. That's not bad. With 650,000 miles on it, that's crazy. It's not a bad deal at all. The trailer, yeah, a lot of you guys having issues with getting trailer. It's like I said this in the video before. It's harder to get a trailer than it is a truck. I don't know why. I still don't know why. And I'm talking about financing trailers. I still don't understand that concept. But I definitely struggled getting my first trailer or financing my first trailer, and I you know, it was just a struggle. I don't know. Do the scales pick on new authorities more, or is it all about the score? Nah, they don't do that. As long as you're doing, that's why I said, as long as you're doing what you're supposed to, that's why I said don't grow too fast. You know, be out here for a little while. Be out, at least, I would say, when you get your authority, do it for 1 year before you start even thinking about hiring anybody. You know, because you're gonna get pulled over one time with a new authority, especially if you had an inspection in a long time. Make sure you're doing the right things. They're gonna check certain things. They're gonna check, you know, if you're doing ELD right and all that stuff. So that's why I said, you know, they don't pick on you or nothing like that. But as soon as I got I think I got my pre-pass before I got my 2 inspections. Yeah, I think I did. Or I might have had 1 inspection and then I got my pre-pass. But I got a pre-pass in my truck and I always had it. I got like a 98, 99%. So I get the green light all the time. If that answers your questions, Clay. Don't be scared to get your authority, but there should be no reason why. You should be able to drive comfortable, you know, when you get your authority. If you're worried about certain things, that means you're probably doing something illegal most of the time. But, you know, don't be scared of DOT, man. If you're doing what you're supposed to be doing, you know, sometimes they'll cut you a break, you know. They know when you're new authority, so they know, like, hey, you know, they'll cut you a break, like, hey, you need to be doing this, you know, and they'll cut you loose, you know. Or if you overweight, but you're overweight by a couple hundred, they'll cut you loose. But don't be scared, you know, of stuff like that. I've been trying to contact you about hauling for you. I have my own truck. Which email you hit me up on? I don't have any more trailers right now, Waymaker. So, like I said in the video early on, man, only people I take on is if you have a truck and a trailer. You know, whether you're getting it, if you got to go rent a trailer or whatever you need to do, we can bring you on. But as long as you meet the qualifications. But I have no more trailers left. The last guy picked it up, is coming on board. Until I go purchase those trailers I was talking about early on. You will get your trailer. Okay, contact me, man. The email, did I put the email on? Yeah, The email's pinned at the top. drive4coolbreezehauling.com. Hit that email. Put your number in there. I'll give you a call. We'll talk. See what you got going on. Y'all got any more questions? Keep for what work that makes sense in lanes. Yeah, I want to speak on that lane stuff, man. I spoke on a little bit early on, but like I said, you don't have to run across the whole globe and make money. You know what I'm saying? So I could be put in, like, if I lived in any state, I'll figure it out. You know what I'm saying? I can be living in Oregon. Best believe I'm gonna figure it out. You just gotta take the time to do it. Some of you guys just don't. You don't want to be on a low board scrolling all day. You know, doing that every day. Build a relationship with one of these brokers, and to help you find some consistent freight. Some of these brokers, they don't know unless you ask. You know, you might just be. They don't know. Most of these brokers don't even know your home city. You know, unless you post a truck. You know, they still don't know it's your home city. But you're not gonna know unless you ask. You know, some of these shippers are, you can go direct. You got to get out there and ask. I have a driver in right now about to get a reefer for my other truck. Do you have experience about getting the trailer at Pedigree truck sales? I wouldn't buy anything for Pedigree. The only thing I would buy for Pedigree is a reefer unit. Pedigree is way overpriced. It's not beneficial to anybody outside of Prime. It only benefits anybody's inside of Prime. But I wouldn't buy a truck for Pedigree at all. Way overpriced. They always been overpriced. You like spending a lot of money, I mean, you like to, doing that, then go for it. But that's just my opinion on it, bro. Your thought on Lone Mountain truck? Lone Mountain. One of my drivers got a truck from Lone Mountain. He had an issue. He had an issue on the truck, and I think he paid a deductible, and he was good. So they took care of him. I never bought anything from Lone Mountain. But, I mean, it's kind of like Lone Mountain, though. Whatever they have, that's all they have. Like, they don't have, it seems like they don't have options. It's like, you get whatever they give you, pretty much. And most of their trucks is like, I want to say like 17s and newer. Something like that. That's all they got. And for those y'all don't know, Lone Mountain is packaged like a lease, or their banks or their finance, whatever it is packaged like a lease. Yes, you're paying monthly, but they throw in a whole little balloon payment at the end because it's packaged like a lease. But which is good because you can write it off 100%. But Lone Mountain is a good place to go to get started, if that answers your question. But they don't have but much options, but so many options. I mean. Mr. Parker, the truckers. I stay in Florida. I definitely have to figure it out. Yeah, a lot of people. I get a lot of Florida guys. Not to say you can't do it. It's just a little bit more expensive with insurance. But if I lived in Florida, me personally, I'll go after the direct shippers. Straight up. Or I would be doing the same thing I'm doing now. I'll be becoming a broker. It's so easy as a carrier to get direct shippers in Florida on the produce side. The produce. You can get connected with them farm guys so easy, it don't make no sense, man. But he only got it for a certain amount of time. That's why I say the broker would come in handy, you know, on the back end side, on the downtime side, because you know Florida's only booming from what, April to July. That's it. About like, yeah, July 4th. I think that's July 4th, probably the mark off. April to July. That's it for Florida, and then everything starts moving up. They'll go from Florida, then they'll go to Georgia, South Georgia, over there by Valdosta and all that, and then eventually it reaches up to Tennessee, and then it goes back up to the Midwest, and then it recycles. I'm speaking on the reefer side, and then it recycles, does it over again. That's how it moves. What are some good lanes coming out of Georgia? Georgia, I would run Georgia to Midwest and back. That's all you gotta do. GA to Midwest and back. Right now, yeah. I don't know if you're speaking on drive-in or reefer, but reefer, GA to Midwest. That's it. No one want to see us win out here, trying to make us lease under them instead of our own MC. My company talking about $500 a week payment, not including the rest of the stuff. Always deadhead out of Florida, posted up at the Florida-Georgia border. Drive-in. Are you talking about drive-in? Once again, man, that driving is terrible out of Georgia. What I used to do, I used to run Georgia. I ran Georgia to VA, Georgia to VA, Savannah. I like to stay in Savannah or 75 North over there by Ackworth and all that. I would run Ackworth, 75 North, or Savannah, and I would run it back up north. I used to run on the driving side. I used to run from PA. I would, like, say if I was coming out the house, I would come out the house in Virginia. I'll get a good load going to Florida. I wouldn't go further than Orlando though. And then if I was in Orlando, I would deadhead always Savannah. Savannah, I had options. I either go from Savannah all the way to PA, or I would go to Savannah, shoot over to 75 North, and then go back up. It was options. But like I said, this was back in like you probably can still do it though. Like I said, it's all about networking. You gotta network. You gotta be able to open your mouth. It's very hard for you to do something like that if you're being dispatched. So if you don't have any control, it's very hard. You gotta be in control of your situation, you know, so you can determine how much money you're making. I wouldn't let, some of these dispatchers out here is not really qualified dispatchers. They're just people out here that just started the business. Like I said, they just started the business and they just out here just trying to make a couple extra dollars. But they like I spoke on this before. There's dispatchers that are company dispatchers that cross over to owner-operator dispatching, have no clue what's going on. They just booking trucks, moving them up and down the highway. But you gotta get in control of your situation. Brian Jordan, what you think about box truck? Is it money in it, or is it just to sell courses? I spoke about box trucks already. I'm actually getting into the box trucks. There is money in box trucks. Like I said, y'all gotta get away from what everybody's doing. And I shouldn't even be telling y'all this, but I'm gonna tell y'all should be getting away from what everybody's doing. Everybody's moving into one direction. That leaves things wide open. And I'm gonna just leave it at that. If you caught what I said, that leaves things wide open for you to go direct. because everybody's going to a certain place to make money. A lot of people that get in box trucks have no clue about the industry. They get in box trucks because it's non-CDL. That's why they do it. They have no clue what's going on. They don't know nothing about direct shippers. They don't know nothing about nothing. All they know is about one particular place because it's a brand. It's a big name. If you lived out here in Virginia, if anybody knows about Virginia, everybody wants to work for Amazon. Everybody, I'm talking about warehouse workers. Everybody wants to work for Amazon. We got like 5 or 6 Amazons out here. Everybody wants to work for Amazon. You know, it's the same thing in box trucks, man. It's the same thing. Amazon know what they're doing. They know exactly what they're doing, and they're making so much money. It's crazy. You gotta be open-minded about some of this stuff. What up, Dirty Bro? You working with a factoring company is a good thing to have starting out as a broker. Is it worth it? Yeah, I got a factoring company on both ends. I got the same factoring company on my trucking company and my brokerage, which you have to have because you can't mix things. You can't have 2 different factoring companies if you have a trucking company. That's how you get in some trouble. But yeah, it's worth it in the beginning, you know. Until you start generating the money you need, then you don't need to get a factoring company. Now, I could have went and got a credit line and did it that way, but I didn't want to do it that way. I wanted to factor. They gave me a good rate to factor. They actually gave me a 2.99% on the brokerage as well. You ain't seeing that. Most brokers is getting like 5% out the gate. I got 2.99% because I do good business with the factoring company on my trucking side. So it's gonna be a time. There's gonna be a point in time where I'm not gonna need factoring, but we got to start building some money. You know. I do that same route. I'm out of Newport News from Florida. I go to Augusta or Charleston, and head to Ohio, then PA, and back to VA. Okay, that works too. Yeah, y'all, Rashawn Cotton, y'all will figure it out on the drive-in. It just depends where you live at. Georgia driving guys have such a hard time making money because they're fighting with the Florida guys. All them Florida guys is dead heading to Georgia, trying to do the exact same thing you doing. So the best way to do it is go up north. Either go up north, if you live in Georgia, go up north, or go to the Midwest and come back down. You can always get a good load coming into Florida, but you got to make it worth it. You know, some of you guys are still doing $2, $2.50 a mile going back to Florida. I don't know why. You need to be shooting like $3.50, $4 a mile, maybe more going to Florida. Maybe you might need to shoot $5 on the drive-in. You got to start. You can't be afraid to ask your price to these brokers, unless you can't be afraid to ask your price. You're not gonna meet the person. The worst they can say is no. They say no, move on. You know, but you got to get your money. Definitely got to get your money. You'd be surprised how much money is some of these loads. I seen the numbers, man. I actually got on phones. Like I said, I quoted a load. What was it, last week? And the carrier pretty much shot himself in the foot. I just threw my hands up like, okay. He shot himself in the foot, literally. I ain't say nothing. He shot himself in the foot. So that's what I be saying, man. Some of y'all be killing yourself, man. I got this brokerage now, so I be hearing what these carriers be saying. Y'all kill yourself. I'm not gonna fight it, especially on the broker side. That's why I said I could play the game. You know what I'm saying? I could play the game all day. You know, cause I know some of you guys gonna do it. Some of you guys gonna do it. See, there go a broker right there trying to give me the moving load, man. Man, what they do, man. But let me see. The company I'm leased to gives us about 6 load boards boutique, 30 brokers to deal with. So I don't have anyone dispatching me. And this is my first time ever working at Lobo or with brokers. Okay. Yeah, just stick to it, man. Just stick to booking your own loads until you figure it out. You know, you're gonna eventually figure it out and how it works and how to move. We won't be driving 1 million miles a week just to see, you know, a couple $1,000s. Do I need an LLC for dispatch, or can I run it under my one LLC? Yeah, you should have an LLC. Ain't nobody gonna do business with. Not to say an LLC. You don't need an LLC. You do need to have a business, but you do need to have a business, some type of business. Don't matter if you have one already. It don't matter. You can, you know, but it doesn't make sense if you got, you know, it has to be transportation related, of course. You know, but you do need to have a business to be a dispatcher. You can't just, you know, say your name and you're trying to get, you know, be a dispatch service. You need to have actual business. But yeah, to answer your question, Eric Days, yes, you should have another LLC. You should have another business. It sounds like the other LLC you got is something totally different than transportation. I just got 3,600 from King William, VA to Orlando. On drive-in, that's not bad. It's not bad. I don't know, man. I'm just a different breed. That's not bad though, but that's still King William. You must have picked up cat food. You must have picked up cat food, or you must be went to, I think it's Purina's out there in King William. That heavy cat food. That's what I'm guessing. Let me know if I'm right though. Or the dog food, whatever it's called, pet food, whatever. I have a trucking LLC. You always want to separate. If you already got a trucking LLC, you might want to separate it, man. You might want to separate it, because what's going to happen is you got all these, you know, you're going to be, when it comes tax time, you're going to have all these other stuff under it, and then you're not going to have enough, you know, or you're not going to have enough write-offs, and it's going to make your joint higher and pay more in taxes. So you might want to separate it. That's just my opinion. That's kind of like saying my brokerage under my trucking company. You shouldn't do that. You can't do that anyways. But that, for like a comparison, you shouldn't do that. Yeah, that's the cat food. Yeah, that's a heavy load over there, man. I've been there years ago. Man. They got that on-site scale. Any place got an on-site scale, it's gonna be heavy. Facts. Anything at on-site scale is gonna be heavy. Yeah, in that place, I remember I went there one time and somebody almost got cussed out, man, because they was taking entirely too long. You know, but yeah, I've been there before, years ago. 34,000 pounds. Okay. They must cut you a break. Usually that joint be like 43.5. Well, maybe go to Reefer. I went to Reefer because I saw what was going on. It's like I said, it's all about consistency, and I believe Reefer is the most consistent out of drive-in, out of flatbed, heavy haul, and all that stuff. Reefer's the most consistent, deals with food. Everybody got to eat. I need consistency. Drive-in, I could have did authority with a drive-in, but I'll be fighting with so many. Everybody does drive-in. I'll be fighting with it's so much competition in drive-in. It's too competitive. You know, I ain't want to do that. You know, you got to see what's going on where you live at, and if you know If anybody knows, anybody lives in Virginia, everybody does drive-in. The port boys, all them ports and drive-in. That's what they do. So I did what nobody else was doing, which is reefer. Ain't too many carriers out here that do reefer in Virginia, which gives me the advantage. More freight, more opportunities, better rates. You know, y'all not seeing, some of these guys ain't seeing, y'all not seeing, you know, for numbers example, like the load I did yesterday to Maryland. That load was, let me see, how far that load was. I'm gonna tell you exactly how far that joint is. That was 193 miles. I got $2,000 for that load. That's why I slept on the truck. Driving guys, y'all not seeing that. Y'all not seeing that. That's just what it is. The guys in Virginia, they over there fighting for $400 on 120 miles. It's nuts. Like, that's what they doing out here in Virginia. You gotta, driving guys, you gonna have to go out a little bit further, you know, to see a little bit of money. But that's what it is. I don't know why I clicked off of it. It makes sense. Just wanted to know I'm thinking about reefer for my authority. Yeah, that just worked out for me. Like, everybody lives in different areas though, so whatever makes sense for you. You know, like I said, you could do drive-in. Like, if you lived in, like, I don't know, you could do great in the Midwest with drive-in. You could do great in Tennessee with drive-in. It's certain areas you can do great, but on the East Coast, or you can do great in PA with drive-in. You can do great in Maryland with drive-in. Anything in the Northeast you do great with. But just when you go down south, it's crazy. It's crazy. Any type of reefer freight that you stay away from or suggest to stay away from, like fresh produce, I stay away from bananas. I stay away from bananas. What else I stay away from? Something else I had any issues with? I almost had an issue with watermelons one time being scarred, but that didn't go through. But bananas is the number one on my list. I would never pick up a little bananas ever again. I never really had any other issues on produce. Was it cantaloupe? I think it was cantaloupe. My bad. No, I didn't have an issue with cantaloupe. Almost did. But bananas, I stay away from bananas. I did 8,000 this week. Okay. Salute to that. Congrats on that, man. That's good money. Hit the like button. Yeah, I appreciate y'all. Hit the like button, man. PYTN 520. What's up, man? Doing 1K per day driving right now. Okay, that's good money. Out of Chicago. Yeah, you could definitely do it out of Chicago. Midwest, Chicago area, you could do that. You could do very good in them areas all year round. You just got to deal with the snow and all that. But you could do good all year round out there. I was telling T Hill about that. He can run Ohio to Michigan and back, and that's all he can do, you know. But on the reefer side, that's what I would do. Ohio to Michigan all day long. I stay in Florida. Yeah, you could do good with reefer in Florida. Like I said, the produce market or the reefer market for Florida runs from April to like July 4th. After July 4th, like the following week, the races gets crashed. But then you can go up to Georgia, South Georgia. That's when they start getting that corn and all that stuff. Corn, watermelon start coming out and all that stuff, and you can continue making money with the produce and stuff like that. But that dies down too. like all the way up to like, I want to say like September, maybe October. Nah, I think it's like September, maybe October. Then you got to get ready for the pumpkins and stuff like that, and Christmas trees and stuff start coming up. And then, you know, Reefer got his little downtime, which usually is around this time, but the market's been kind of steady this year, so that's good. Mr. Black, what up, man? I've been taking home more money since switching to Reefer, man. Yeah, man, it's a lot of us YouTubers on here that do Reefer. I don't want to discourage anybody from going to drive-in, but I'm just saying. Once again, it depends where you live at as well. But I'm not in this game to run. Matter of fact, I never even ran 3,000 miles before. I'm not in this game to run 3,000 miles to see $5,000, $6,000. Like, I'm not doing that. You know, I think on average I run about, when I was running daily, and this is all miles, like 1,500 miles, something like that. Like 2, 3, let's see, 3. Yeah, about 1,500 miles. And then I'm home every day. So, and I didn't have to run 3,000, 4,000 miles, whatever y'all doing out here to see 6K. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I said, man. It's all about, you can tell when somebody don't know lanes. You can tell when somebody don't know lanes, man. They don't know what they're doing. They're looking at the bigger number, and they're not looking at how many miles they're running to get it. As far as Reefer unit, Thermo King or carriers, what's your thought? That's a preference. That's a preference. Don't get it twisted, man. That's a preference. As long as that thing run, man, you can go with it. That's definitely a preference between Thermo King and carrier. All my units are carriers, but if I see a Thermo King, I'll get a Thermo King. I ain't got no problem with it. It's all about the compressor. How big is that compressor in that Reefer unit? That's going to determine what you're going to be able to haul, and how long it takes to cool down and stuff like that. On the Thermo King, on the carrier side, I recommend a 2,500 or better. 2,500 or better on the carrier side to get, like, if you wanted to get involved with ice cream, you can do with the 2,500s. On Thermo King, I recommend like a 230 or better. You can do pretty much anything with the 230 or better. Summertime, you can be kind of struggling when it gets down, but it'll get down eventually. I wouldn't haul ice cream in the summertime with that 230, but you can make good money with the 230s. Z Simply Hauling, what's up, man? Appreciate it, man. Yeah, man, I'm trying to get y'all going, man, and think bigger than this. Trying to build a fleet, and so everybody's so focused on being a boss. I don't do titles, man. I'm just out here just doing what I need to do. But some people are just so caught up in titles, man. Make sure y'all go check out Z Simply Hauling. I think you're a company driver over there at VL Trucking. So go check out his channel. ATL Trucker, Thermo King. Man, I'm a hazmat tanker, and getting your own authority with them is like going through the mafia. Yeah, it's hard getting authority with tankers, man. Me and Dirty Broker, he's still in there, man. The best suggestion, man, with doing tankers, man, is just taking a truck and leasing it on to a big tanker company. But getting your authorities, trying to pull tankers, you be going through some hoops. You're gonna be paying a lot of money. Not to even include how expensive it is to get a tanker, a tank. What is considered a no-go when looking at unit hours? I stay under 20K, 20,000 hours. I stay under 20,000, but it's bigger than the unit. You want to check and see that compressor, because it might have decent hours, but if you don't check that compressor, there's an issue. Like, if y'all notice on reefer units, they got them little tubes. They got like 2 tubes coming from the bottom of the reefer unit. Cut on that reefer, put it down to -20. Put your hand under that reefer, that tube, and if it's warm water, there's an issue with that reefer. If it's cold water, it's ready to go. Then you gotta, not only in the unit, you gotta check the inside of the trailer for damages and cuts in the insulation, the floors. Then after that, you gotta check underneath the trailer, the framework, the brakes, trailer tires. You gotta really check the framework under them reefers. Some of them joints is barely hanging on there, so definitely check out that. But yeah, the unit, as far as the unit, cut that thing on, run it, let it run for like an hour, 2 hours, depending on the time of the year, and just let it run. Just sit there and just chill, let it run, see how it works, see if you hear any noise, see about the belts. Make sure the PM is done. You might want to get a PM done anyways, because these dealers be lying. Check the coolant, check that reservoir. If you can't see the coolant, get rid of that reservoir. What else? The battery life, alternator, starter. Check all them things. Yeah, check that water. Like I said, put your hand underneath that tube, them tubes coming down the reefer, man. If that thing is not cold, it's a no-go. That means they got some issues with that reefer. Also check, like, go inside, like cut on the reefer and go up in that reefer, check for any holes in the corner. Sometimes they got holes in the corners. Close the doors and check the holes. See if you see any holes in there. If you know you got holes in there, that means you're gonna have to do some patchwork. Also check how cool it is when you get in the reefer too, and close the doors. Check for any smells. You know, sometimes reefers have, you cut them on and it's empty, they have some weird smells. That means something else is going on with that reefer. It's a no-go. Yeah, that's pretty much, that's a lot though. But yeah, you want to do your proper checks, man, because you don't want you to buy a limit. You don't have your own authority anymore, huh? I still got my authority. I don't know what you're talking about. Gold, olive. I don't know where you got that information from. Island boy, what's going on? But yeah, man. Time 8:48. What's the highest price you'll pay for a reefer? I'm not going over 16 to 18K. That's probably my cutoff right there. Anything over that, man, I ain't fooling with that. 16, yeah, under 18K. If it's 18K, that thing better be like a 13 or something. But I ain't messing with nothing over that. Are you working for Performance Group? No, I don't work for Performance Group. You must have been watching my old videos, man. Because none of my videos stated that I work for Performance Group. Currently, right now, I don't work for them. Which is more consistent in the Carolinas, Reefer or drive-in? North Carolina is funny too, that drive-in. Yeah, North Carolina is kind of similar. The more you get closer to the big cities, like Charlotte, it gets really saturated with the drive-in. It's kind of similar to, like, Charlotte's kind of similar to Virginia in a sense. The 757 area, because they got all the ports and rail yards and stuff like that. Or not the ports, but the rail yards, I mean. But drive-in saturated out there too. Not to say you can't do reefer out there, but you just, once again, North Carolina got a lot of beef, potatoes. Potatoes, definitely potatoes. A lot of beef. You got Smithfield out there. But Carolina's on the fence. You could do very well in South Carolina with the drive-in. Reefer, nah, I wouldn't mess. Reefer's tough in South Carolina, but drive-in you can do well. I used to, like I said, I used to run the cans from South Carolina out there in Chiraw, or however you say it, and running back up to VA. They got the bottle caps out there, and they got the aluminum cans out there. South Carolina's decent drive-in. Go Olive, you need an update. Yeah, I don't know where he got the information from, man. He was talking about Performance Food Group. He must have watched one of my videos and then skipped over a couple of them and then or something. But I ain't been in Performance Food Group since 2017. Oh yeah, 2017. What up, A+? But I'll go ahead and head out of here. Like I said, hit the like button, subscribe, and I'll be live again this evening. So catch me live this evening, and I'll do the StreamYard, and I'll join people in or whatever. I appreciate y'all coming in, man. Subscribe, hit the bell, and like the video.